I have to say this, and I'll sit down. Back during slavery, when black people like me talked to the slaves, they didn't kill him. They'd send some old house Negro along behind him to undo what he said. You have to read the history of slavery to understand this. There were two kinds of Negroes. There was that old house Negro and the field Negro. And the house Negro always looked out for his master. When the field Negroes got too much out of line, he held them back in check. He put them back on the plantation. The house Negro could afford to do that because he lived better than the field Negro. He ate better, he dressed better, and he lived in a better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master. Good diction. And he loved his master more than his master loved himself. That's why he didn't want his master hurt. If the master got sick, he'd say, "What's the matter, boss? We sick?" He was as sick as the master. When the master's house caught a fire, he'd try and put the fire out. He didn't want his master's house burned. He never wanted his master's property threatened. And he was more defensive of it than the master was. That was the house Negro. But then you had some field Negroes who lived in huts, had nothing to lose. They wore the worst kind of clothes. They ate the worst food. And they caught hell. They felt the sting of the lash. They hated their master. Oh, yes, they did. If the master got sick, they prayed that the master died. If the master's house caught a fire, they prayed for a strong wind to come along. This was the difference between the two. And today you still have house Negroes and field Negroes. Yeah.
Later, an anonymous email was sent out to various but a selective few members of the music and publishing industries that gave an account of a secret meeting that took place where it was determined that hip-hop would be manipulated to drive up privatized prison profits.
Damn.
That's the letter we just read. You know, that's the letter that we just read when, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, that same thing we just read. So we already know that 90% of, we already know that 90% of what we read, watch, and listen is controlled by only six main media companies. Mm-hmm. We spoke about this topic on our Weapons of Mass Destruction episode. So you ever notice how a lot of these new rap artists come out, and before anybody has really heard of them or their music, they're already famous with millions of followers and all this expensive jewelry, and you like, yo, who the hell is this? Where they come from? It's because I'm a music connoisseur. So I'm usually up on all the hot music and artists all day long, young to old. Plus, we do the Craylist show. We play everything from younger to older. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of young cats is coming out of nowhere. And I'm like, yo, how did they gain such massive attention and notoriety this fast, but nobody has heard their music? You know what I'm saying? And that's when we have to remember that the powers that be, they control everything.
Oh yeah.
They control the avenues necessary to manufacture any celebrity and create any trend at any time.
We're just trying to make black history. It's like they're trying to make blacks history.
and won't even write a eulogy for you and me. Misery loves company, but the company loves misery. The company will co-op your story and sell your mission show in HD. Your suffering seen more vividly. Obviously, niggas are NSFW. They don't want to pay you but peddle you, or just petty cash to settle you. So it's hard to employ me, but even harder to ignore me. The irony isn't lost on me how they made slaves of the masses of ceremonies. Ha, clever, me never. They like the bitches spayed, niggas neutered. Nigga babies carefully tutored to be foolish yet ruthless, to eat garbage and drink sewage. To even say an African American's like a nigga Judas. The American dream is a love song gone wrong, a fantasy long gone. But if you knew this and still want to be a slave, then you're stupid and useless. I'm gonna tell you straight. Oh, this ain't the shucking and jiving Piccadilly nigga. No, this is the pick of the litter. Alpha male, still smell like infamil, imbecile. I'm Oscar Grant, still mourning Emmett Till. I'm Emmett Smith, no NFL, running and juking in the killing fields. But those killing fields deadly enough even to make Emmett still. I admit still, shooken up every time I see Emmett's grill. Until my molars spark and I taste battery acid. And maybe that's too drastic. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe seeing dead babies shouldn't faze me, but it does. It does. It does. It does. It does. Are we not flesh and bone? Are we not minds and souls? Our eyes either blind or closed, as if we don't see, as if we don't know? They'll kill you. Like it's no biggie, no diddy. While we arguing over who the king of New York City, they emasculate the greats. Bye, Black Panther. Hello, Kitty. Or slowly assassinate the greats. Goodbye, Whitney. You can see the future if you learn history. I'm speaking to you straight and right. They'll have you leaning left like 450. Whether wealth, weed, or women have you chasing dimes, wasting time. Wealth, weed, or women chasing dimes. That's a triple double entendre and alliteration at the same damn time. Okay, so the Sufi can rhyme. But can we have another conversation other than your top 5 that are alive? Can we talk about the top 1% and the bottom 99? Or the wise 5% and the deaf, dumb, and blind 85? How the circle 7 and the 120 saved all lives? On the boat with Jesus' name, Lucifer came. And then proof of our name when poof, David Blaine disappeared between a noose and the chains. Euthanasia introducing the youth to the cane. So we singing and rapping, attempts of reducing the pain. We don't know what else to do with the pain. We don't know what else to do with the pain. They say rap for us and then they clap for us. Are you not entertained? Standing on my brother's body, are you not entertained? Carrying my son's carcass, are you not entertained?